Hi guys, we're going to do some speed pouring today. It's a simple technique. It's all about maximum efficiency when you're working the bar. I've got 5 glasses here, okay? I'm going to grab my bottle, just got some cranberry juice in here, just some practice. I'm going to be pouring 30 mils into that jigger over each of those glasses really quickly. Now, there's a difference between speed pouring and free pouring. Free pouring is when you're pouring a drink without using your jigger, okay? Now, we're not going to be doing that. Strictly speaking, that's not really responsible service of alcohol as far as our best practice, and also it's really wasteful. Now, you will see that when I start to do this, I've got to work really quickly, but I'm also very cautious of how much is going into this jigger, okay? So let's just double check. So what I'm going to do is pour a baseline 30 mils and see how we go. Alright, so theoretically, when I start to do this, I've got 5, as I said, 5 glasses, should all have the same amount, okay? You need to work quickly. You really need to have that wrist action that I spoke about in previous videos, okay? If you go on the side, it's just a bit slower, and again, what we want here is speed. So, let's have a look at it. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so I can't see down there, but if we get our little baseline, see how we went with that. Pretty good. Now, as I said to you in previous videos as well, this is why it's essential that when you go to make a drink, you put the ice in last. If I have the ice into those glasses and I start speed pouring on top of those, then the liquid's going to go all over the place and it's going to go over the bar and it's messy. Okay? So always go in with your spirits first when you're making mixed drinks and cocktails. Just having a quick look at that. Pretty good. Maybe this one here, maybe a little bit too much. A couple of things you need to look for as well. These little pourers, have a tiny little hole that controls the airflow, which basically means if you cover that, it's going to inhibit how quickly the liquid flows out of the glass, and I'll show you what I mean. So just say, for example, I'm doing this, I pour, that's with the finger over the hole. Pull out. So you do have another way of controlling what you're doing. Just be mindful that there's a little hole there as well. Okay, let's do it again. So I've emptied the glasses I used the first time. I've still got my 30 mils there as a baseline. Let's see how I go for a second time. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Right, how did I go? Pretty good, if I do say so myself. Maybe this one just a little bit under, but otherwise a pretty good result. You need to practice this technique. Grab yourself one of these free pours, they're not that expensive. Grab yourself an empty bottle of whatever you have lying around, put in some water, cordial, and practice. Okay? You'll definitely need to know how to speed pour, and once you get the habit of, in the swing of things, you get in the habit of doing it, it's very hard to go back to doing one after the other. Speed pouring, it's all about efficiency, good bar skill to have, and that's it. Thank you.